If you've ever been out fishing and catching a lot of fish only to have your line start going dead and then reel them in and find out they had a small fish or even worse, weeds on your bait, it can be really frustrating. Stay tuned and you're going to see why the Slide Diver Lite Bite totally eliminates that from happening, and even better, allows you to target those species that you wouldn't consider targeting with a traditional diver like smaller trout or walleye. Don't waste your valuable fishing time. The Slide Diver Lite Bite is the only trolling device that allows you to target all species of game fish three-dimensionally.
Every tournament fisherman I know is using the Slide Diver Lite Bite.
With their line-through technology, you can adjust the lead length, depth, and horizontal distance from the boat.
The Michigan Stinger tournament fishing team can't risk or afford to drag around small fish all day.
The Slide Diver Lite Bite introduces the adjustable trigger mechanism that releases your diver on even the smallest of fish.
So stop at a dealer near you and pick up your Slide Diver Lite Bite today.
Beauty. Oh, come on here. Let him on, let him on, let him on. Nice. Got him! Beautiful. Woohoo! The rainbow falls victim to a light bite. Fantastic.
The Slide Diver Lite Bite is the most universal directional trolling device on the market today. In a nutshell, the Slide Diver Lite Bite is a planing disc that is submerged underwater. On it is an adjustable weight that controls the direction of the planing surface. This allows you to control the depth and distance to the side of the boat. The Slide Diver Lite Bite also has line-through technology that allows you to put your bait behind the diver at any desired distance. This gives you true three-dimensional control. The Slide Diver Lite Bite's primary advantage over the original Slide Diver is the addition of the Lite Bite arm. This arm acts as an adjustable trigger that will release the diver with a specific amount of resistance. This adjustability allows you to set the Lite Bite trigger based on your conditions. When you're trolling, you can drag around a small fish without even knowing you have this fish on the line. The Slide Diver Lite Bite will allow you to adjust the Lite Bite arm so that no matter what size of the fish, you will know it's on there immediately. Once the rod moves, there's only one thing left to do: reel.
Slide Diver Lite Bite, Watauga Lake, Tennessee.
There are two extra tools available to Slide Diver Lite Bite fishermen. They are the addition of two sizes of diver rings, a number 2 and a number 3, and two different size weights, a 2 and a 4 ounce. In addition to these tools adding versatility to your diver by allowing you to target a wider range of depth, they help you put more space between your divers, which in turn allows you to run your divers without tangles. This is especially helpful when turning tighter than desired because of heavy boat traffic. The Slide Diver Lite Bite can be used with monofilament line, super braids, or wire. In addition to its three-dimensional capabilities, it can be run as a traditional fixed diver with only two-dimensional control. The Slide Diver Lite Bite comes with everything necessary to begin your fish catching experience. You've got your planing disc, adjustable weight, trip arm, your Lite Bite arm, spring, vinyl tubing, surgical tubing, bead, and barrel swivel. Your Lite Bite comes with the arms and weight both attached. The first thing you need to do to set up your Lite Bite is to install one of the pieces of surgical tubing on the trip arm. You do this by wetting the tubing and sliding the tubing over the trip arm. The second step of setting up the Lite Bite is adding either the vinyl tubing or the spring. The difference is the application. You want to use the vinyl with the super braid setup and the spring with a mono setup. We're using this one on a rod with monofilament, so we're going to use the spring setup. Slide the spring through the end of the trip arm and into the surgical tubing. You want only a third of the spring in the trip arm. This will allow for a nice radius to be formed with the line. Once your spring is attached, you can go ahead and start threading the line through the Lite Bite. You start out going through the front of the vinyl or spring, in this case the spring. Now, go through the front guide. Next, you'll thread the line through the second piece of surgical tubing. This tubing is what protects your line and pinches the line so you can run your line back as far as you want behind the diver. Then you're going to thread the rest of the line through the main body and rear guide. Your line will go in the front, come right out the rear. At this point, it does not go up here in the trip arm. Next, we're going to slide our bead on and attach the barrel swivel. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to adjust our directional weight. Just loosen the Phillips head screw on the bottom of the diver, adjust to whichever setting you want, and retighten the screw. You're going to want to pay attention to the left and right settings, and you're going to want to make sure that they're set for the correct side of the boat. In this case, we're going to be setting one to achieve about a 30-foot depth, so we're going to be setting it to 4.5 setting. Don't waste your valuable fishing time. The Slide Diver Lite Bite is the only trolling device that allows you to target all species of game fish three-dimensionally.
Every tournament fisherman I know is using the Slide Diver Lite Bite.
With their line-through technology, you can adjust the lead length, depth, and horizontal distance from the boat.
The Michigan Stinger tournament fishing team can't risk or afford to drag around small fish all day.
The Slide Diver Lite Bite introduces the adjustable trigger mechanism that releases your diver on even the smallest of fish.
So stop at a dealer near you and pick up your Slide Diver Lite Bite today.
Gertrude! Works too, man. Yeah, the Gertrude's thing down there. That is rough. Come on, reel! Get it when you're jumping like that behind it.
First thing you want to do to set up your light bite is to set your rod in an upright rod holder so you can see the line counter as the line is going out. I like to free spool my line with the clicker on to prevent a bird's nest. Next, put your lure out the back of the boat and pull out your desired lead length off of the reel. Once you have reached your desired lead length, engage both the trip arm and light bite arm. Take the rear line and hook it into the light bite arm. Then simply drop your diver into the water, letting out the specific amount of line you need to achieve your preferred depth. That's all there is to it. Charter captains around the country are jumping on board with the Slide Diver Lite Bite. Here's what one of the charter captains had to say about the Slide Diver Lite Bite. Ernie Langton of Fish Doctor Charters says, "One of the presentations that worked for us in the bright sunlight when the spoons and riggers and boards had quit working was a lemon lime flutter devil fished about 20 feet behind a light bite slide diver, with 30 feet of braided line between the diver and the rod tip. We've been fishing light bites all spring, and now they have a permanent place in the Fish Doctor arsenal."
Woo! 2 in a matter of about, 5 minutes. Slide Diver Lite Bite, Mayfly Stinger Spoon. Can't beat it.
You may find that with some braids, the vinyl is still not enough to keep the braid from slipping through. If that does happen, you can very easily rotate the pinching surgical tubing 180 degrees before locking the diver. Do not use the vinyl tubing with monofilament. They stick too well and the mono will actually cut the vinyl tubing. We are in this case, but only so that it shows up better on video. A neat way to prevent the line from coming loose on the Lite Bite arm is to cut a piece of the vinyl tubing about 1/4 inch long and slide it over the end of the Lite Bite arm's loop. This will prevent the line from accidentally sliding out of the arm. Don't waste your valuable fishing time. The Slide Diver Lite Bite is the only trolling device that allows you to target all species of game fish three-dimensionally.
Every tournament fisherman I know is using the Slide Diver Lite Bite.
With their line-through technology, you can adjust the lead length, depth, and horizontal distance from the boat.
The Michigan Stinger tournament fishing team can't risk or afford to drag around small fish all day.
The Slide Diver Lite Bite introduces the adjustable trigger mechanism that releases your diver on even the smallest of fish.
So stop at a dealer near you and pick up your Slide Diver Lite Bite today.